Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful, fresh, glowy, golden bronze makeup look. If you're new, I'm beauty expert Jade. We cover anything from makeup tutorials, product reviews, and behind the scenes vlogging with my husband. And luckily, I have a beautiful model, Katrine, here today in our studio, and I'm so excited to work with her. Katrine does all types of modeling here in Las Vegas and LA. I'll make sure to link her info down below. So let's jump right in. Especially with summer right around the corner, it's all about fresh, radiant skin. So I'm going to start off with Mario Badescu Facial Spray. Next, we're going to prime the skin. My favorite primer is Laura Mercier, the Radiance Primer. This is perfect for this look because it's going to add radiance and glow, and it's going to fill in the pores and smoothen your face for makeup application. And you just want to add a little bit and massage it nicely all over the face. And as you can see, it just gives her a beautiful, radiant glow. And we'll move on to the other side. It's time to add some depth to the brows. I'm going to use my Morphe brow to just add a little bit of texture and a little bit of depth, and we're going to fill it in with this cream in Mocha. And my favorite brush for this is to take an angled brush and just gently add feather-like strokes. And a pro tip is you want to start from the edge of the brow, slowly working it inward. And again, for this fresh, bronzy, glowy look, everything should look very effortless and natural. We'll move on to the other side. Next, we're going to even out the skin tone using MAC Cosmetics Face and Body. Now, one of the coolest things about this product, it is water-based, so it's going to even out and perfect your skin in the most natural way, and it's going to feel like lotion. So you want to always shake it up and just add a few drops on the back of your hand. You never want to pour it directly on the skin because, again, it's water-based and it's very liquefied. Okay, and as you can see, very watery. Then we're just going to take a brush and gently massage it over the skin to perfect any uneven skin tone. And as you can see, it instantly brightens, evens out, but it doesn't look heavy at all, and it still keeps that nice radiance and glow to the skin. Gorgeous. Okay, moving on to the other side. Now that we've perfected the complexion, it's time for concealer. Now, my current favorite is MAC Studio Fix 24-Hour Liquid Concealer because a little bit goes a long ways. And a pro tip is I like to create a triangle underneath the eyes, and you just want to dab a little bit over areas of blemishes or any acne marks. Okay, so go ahead and look up to the sky. Beautiful. And as you see, I just created a soft triangular shape. And of course, we all have a little bit of imperfection, so any areas that you might have blemishes or spots, feel free to just gently tap the concealer over those areas. Beautiful. And as you can see, this product, a little bit goes a long way, so please use it sparingly. All right, and let's move on to the other side. So next, we're gonna prime the eyelids for eyeshadow. Did you know you can use your concealer for that? So all you're gonna do is just add a couple dabs on the lids to softly prime the lids. This also helps if your client or model has uneven skin tone or any darkness, and your eyeshadows will last longer. That is beautiful. Let's move on to the other side. All right, so it's time to add sun-kissed golden bronze to her face. I'm gonna use MAC Cosmetics Mineral Skin Finish in Dark, and a little bit goes a long ways. So I'm gonna go ahead and sculpt the cheekbones and even add a little bit on her eyelids to really contour the lids. And a pro tip is you wanna create a soft C shape into the temple and the hairline. Gorgeous. And let's move on to the other side. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna use the same bronzer and use it for eyeshadow. I love this color. It just gives her a beautiful golden bronze, sun-kissed look. Okay, and we'll move on to the other side. Now, for those that want to add a little more depth, you can choose one shadow that's a little bit darker than your bronzer. So today, I'm going to use MAC Cosmetics eyeshadow in Bougie Babe, and we're just going to start on the outer corner of the lids. So a pro tip, you want to start from the edges and softly blend it inward. Again, gently brushing the lash line. And feel free to softly blend it upward as well. All right, let's move on to the other side. Now that we've completed the shadows, it's time to move on to eyeliner. So my go-to liner right now is MAC Eyekohl in Teddy because it's this beautiful, soft bronze tone. And it's not too harsh, so you can use it on the lower lash line as well as the top. Go ahead and look up. Beautiful. And you always want to start on the outer corners and just gently smudge it inward along the lash line and gently around the waterline. Gorgeous. Go ahead and look down, and you can even add a little bit right along the lash line as well. Okay, and let's move on to the other side. All right, so if you didn't know, I am obsessed with lashes. So for people that don't necessarily care for lash strips, feel free to use mascara. But for me, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to lash strips. My Trust and Shoot products are from Ardell, and you can get it at any local drugstore. And for convenience, I've already pre-trimmed them, so make sure when you're using lash strips to measure width-wise, and if it's too long, to trim them accordingly. I'm gonna go in with my Duo Lash Glue and just add a little bit with the band, and make sure to let them dry for about 10 to 15 seconds. Alrighty. Okay, perfect. And a little trick too is I like to bend them a little bit, wiggle them around, that way they're nice and curved. So when you apply them on the lid, they're just gonna hug them nicely. Okay. Beautiful. Perfect. Gorgeous, all right, and we'll move on to the other side. All right, so this is one of my favorite parts of the makeup is the highlighter. So currently I'm using Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. This one is in 01 Heat Wave, and it's just the perfect champagne tone. So we're gonna take the product and highlight every area that you would see the sun hit first. So you wanna go right up here, which is your upper cheekbone. You also wanna go on top of the bridge of the nose, and you also wanna apply a little bit right above your Cupid's bow and a little bit on your chin as well. So again, imagine looking directly at the sun and figure out where the sun would hit first. Stunning. And feel free to add as much as you'd like. Okay, moving on to the other side. Now I'm gonna add a final touch to the overall makeup, which is blush. Now, a lot of you may skip blush, but for me, it just adds a youthful brightness to the face. So this is from Sen Organics in the color Lively. So I'm gonna have our model smile, and we're just gonna gently pat a little bit right on the apples of the cheeks. And again, gently carving it around these beautiful cheekbones. And as you can see, it just gives her a freshness to the overall face. And I like to tap a little bit on the nose and the chin. Beautiful. All right, let's move on to the other side. It's time to add the final touch, which is lipstick. Now you can use lip liner, lip gloss. However, today I'm just using a creamy lipstick from Sen Organics in the color Angelic. Now, especially for summertime, if you want that natural, youthful glow, I would recommend using creamy, textured lipsticks. Gorgeous. And there you are. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And Katrine, where can people find you?
At Katrine Baker XO.
Awesome, and I'll make sure to link that down below. And if you get a chance to recreate this look, please tag me on Instagram at BeautyExpertJane, and I'd love to repost your creation. Stay healthy and stay positive.